Before I introduce her, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Ragnar Sneakers. Michael D. Butler, Daniel Gomez is in the house, Melanie Ake, and myself, Dr. Lakeisha James. Our final speaker is Dr. Shanetta Makia. She's a philanthropist, advocate, humanitarian, speaker, author, actress, realtor, and entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our last speaker, Dr. Shanetta.
Good evening, kings and queens. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Yay, happy Friday. We'll call it that. You all have poured out. I thank God for each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you so much to our sponsors and everybody just for taking the time and joining us this evening. I am Dr. Shanetta Malkia, your empowered life queen. I believe that one life saved is one life given. I am the CEO and broker for the PMs of the City of Property Management Firm serving Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and now Georgia. I'm also the CEO and broker for the PMs of the City of Realty, serving Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and Georgia. But outside of that, I am an advocate for mental health. So when it's not everything real estate, it's everything mental health. And it is May. And it is May, a mental health awareness month. So I'm excited that we're talking about faith because faith ties into our mental health and our well-being. And that's what I'm all about, making sure that individuals are empowered to live and not die by suicide. So I'm a suicide prevention trainer. I'm an advocate for suicide. I'm a suicide attempt survivor, which is how I started my nonprofit, Empowerment Essence. We are here in the state of Maryland, and we focus on eradicating bullying and suicide for youth and young adults. So outside of teaching suicide prevention, we have a lot of different workshops and training. But tonight, what God asked me to share with you is a message called It's in the Grace. Now, I've heard everybody speak about different aspects of life, from going through pain to purpose. I love that. You spoke about different aspects of bringing faith into your business. I love that. Tonight, I want to talk to you about It's in the Grace. Whether you're pulling your faith for the business, for the family, to overcome a pain, to overcome a trial, to move forward in life, it's going to be in the grace. God already did some things for you that are already planned out that you have not seen yet. Your eyes have not seen, your ears have not heard what the Lord has for you. One of the things God told me to remind you this evening is that you belong in the room. My puppy is over here excited. So I have a brand new puppy. Her name is Gabbana. She's 3 months. So she's over here ringing her little bell. So you're going to hear that just a little bit. So I'm so excited. You're going to hear that she's over here cheering for you all in advance, because she knows and I know that God has some amazing things in store for each and every person that's here tonight. I want to remind you that you belong in the room. A lot of times when we're going forward and we're starting to develop and we're starting to move forward in the different ideas that we have, we're like, oh my goodness, how can I do it? I know that was me. When I was starting the businesses, I said, Lord, you did not tell me I was going to be doing this. I had no idea I was going to be a serial entrepreneur. I had no idea I was going to be an actress, a motivational speaker, helping individuals live and not die by suicide. I did not know I was going to overcome my own depression, my own anxiety, coming out of domestic violence, and just overcoming my suicide attempts. I had no clue. I was clueless, but God said, I have plans for you. And so what he reminded me is that it's all in the grace. See, Shanetta, you had to go through those things, because had you not been able to go through those things, you would not be able to pour out to another individual that thinks that they're alone. I want to remind you tonight that you are not alone. Nothing that you have faced, nothing that you will go through, nothing that you have seen has not happened to someone else. And what I also want to remind you is that when you're going through these trials and these tribulations, that it's only a temporary moment. It's not permanent. Not permanent at all. I don't want you to remember that things are temporary. Some of the different experiences are feelings, which is why we can't move based off of our feelings, because they change. You know, sometimes you may have a glass of cold water and you're nice and cooled off. Let you step outside and that cold water is immediately, it's like, where is it? I need that. Where's my ice cube? It's hot. And all I do is step outside. It's going to get like that in life. I don't want you to think it's going to be easy. I'm glad everybody tonight told you the truth. It's about faith. It's about moving forward, taking that first step without knowing everything that you have to do. Sometimes you have to be separated from individuals. Sometimes you have to be taken away from different things so that God can speak to you, because there's so many different voices going out. There's so many different people that are talking to you. So when it's time to really step forward and hear what God calls you to do, walking in that purpose, serving in that purpose, forgetting yourself, becoming nothing to everyone and everything else so you can become everything that God calls you to be. It's in his grace. He already did it for us. We're trying to figure so many things out that God has already prepared for us. And if we tap in, like everybody said, reach up, speak to God, ask God. And somebody saying, well, Shanetta, how the heck do I do that? He gonna listen to me? I ain't talked to God in about 6-7 months, maybe about 3 or 4 years. But he is right there, and you can have a conversation with him like we having a conversation tonight. That's our Father. We don't even got to do no begging. How about that? You know how you got to beg some people, can you please help me? Can you please support me? You know, we keep sharing the post saying, please like, please share. You know, we can ask God one time and he already heard us. And it's already done. Everything that we're crying and begging for, seeking approval from other individuals, seeking acceptance, trying to figure out if you're going to go forward and you're going to do your post because you're worried about what somebody's going to agree with you. If God called you to say it and do it, do it. We're going to be like Nike tonight. We're just going to do it. But we're going to do it by faith. And we're going to go back to what Daniel said. We said we're not going to operate and do what we want to do and then ask God to bless it. We're going to ask God what we should be doing and how to do it so that we can do it without going through some of the mistakes. But don't get it twisted. You know, God got jokes, right? He got jokes. He know we a little bit hard-headed. I don't know about you, but I was a little hard-headed. I was like, God, you know, he's like the GPS. He said, go this way. I'm like, God, but it's a shortcut this way, I think. He's like, but Shanetta, I'm smarter than you. So I had to hit my head on the wall a couple of times. You might have to go through that. It's in the grace. Every mistake that you made, God has given you a grace for it. Everything that you're seeing, there's a grace for it. Everything that you're experiencing, there's a grace for it. There's a grace for new love. There's a grace for your business. There's a grace for your philosophy. There's a grace for your vision. There's a grace for you right now in your season. It is in the grace. I thank God for each and every one of your dreams, the purpose he has called us to do. I am your empowered life queen. I know we only have 5 minutes tonight, but God said, give it to him and give it to him high. He said, come in and give it to him high. Drop it high, get in, get out, and make sure they got it. It's in the grace. You belong in the room. You have been called, so therefore you are chosen, and you will do. You will inspire, and you will make sure that other individuals pour out what God has given them to do. Each and every one of you have a gift. And I don't focus on the money, y'all, because I tell you, I've been broke, and I thank God for sustaining me. I realized that every time I chased money, I was always chasing an empty dream. Every time he gave me a little bit, I was looking for something else. So it's not money that moves me anymore. It's people that move me. It's dreams that move me. It's your purpose that moves me. May everything that you have to do have an impact on somebody else. May you forget yourself and again become nothing to you so you can become everything that God wants you to do. Your name has been spoken in rooms you haven't gone into yet. I say that we all should get ready. Gigi, you need to get ready because you're taking this on a different platform and a different level. It's time because now that you have poured out so much, so graciously, each and every time you show up with service, God said it's time for elevation. I bless each and every one of you this evening. May you continue to walk, talk, and be the example. It is in the grace. God bless you and thank you. Follow us at empowermentessence.org. If you need help with property management, real estate, reach out to us at the PMs of the City. And if you want to book me for a speaking engagement, follow us at Empowerment Essence on IG. And you can also go to dearbrokengirl.com. And I look forward to pouring into your life. Let's make sure we get suicide prevention training in your communities. Let's schedule a safe talk situation so that we can make sure that you know how to identify persons in crisis and connect them to a resource so they can live and not die in pain. You are empowered to live. You are empowered to do, and you are empowered to be. It is in the grace. Thank you, Gigi.
Amen. And thank you, Dr. Shanetta. It is in the grace. Very powerful.
Yeah.